formatting. Go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rows, and we go to duplicate values, and we can either highlight the duplicate values or we can highlight the unique values. That's the ones that don't have a duplicate. But this time around, we are looking for the duplicate value. So we click on the duplicate values and we select the color that we want to use it. We can use red text, that's the text, or we can use we can just fill the background, let the background be filled with green. I'll click on OK. So now our duplicate values have been highlighted. So the only issue here is that our both our chemistry, our maths, those ones we can know that it's being like reoccurring is not a mistake, right? But this Esther Musa here and Esther
Yeah,
Musa
yeah,
here,
that's
we know that.
area down.
What did you say?
I said Esther Musa area down Matilinda Park. Yes, they reoccur.
Yes, yes, they are reoccurring. For our gender and the age, we can understand that it's not duplicate. It's actually it can actually is part of the data. But these particular ones, they are reoccurring. So what we are going to do is, since you already know the duplicates, let's just, if you want to remove this your conditional formatting, this control A, we can come here and clear rows from entire set. Since you know where our duplicate is, we can just select all of them. What I'm actually doing, I clicked on control and I'm selecting this. In order to remove the duplicate, I'm selecting this also, and I'm selecting Linda Park. So sorry, Control Z. And with that, we can either hide this cell or on or sorry, we can either hide it or delete it completely. It has hidden all these cells for us, or we can delete it, but I don't want to delete it because I'm still going to use it for a particular example. So that's it on identifying your duplicate rows. So we're going to be moving to our learn function. The learn function is actually straightforward. It counts the number of characters in a cell, including spaces. So you want to know the number of characters in in a particular cell. So let's say in this Choma Okafor, we want to know the number of characters in Choma Okafor. So the learn function is going to count every character here, including the space. So we'll do equal to learn,
Okay, so
double click on that.
I had a network issue. So, hello, can you hear me?
Do you have a question?
Yes, no, 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 I have a network issue. So, what you did in few like a minute or so, I'm unable to say it. Where we stop, where I lost the connection is where we are deleting the entire cell.
Okay, I did not actually delete it because I said I was going to use it again, but let me show you. You can just highlight that one, or let's do Control A. This my keyboard is disturbing me. All right, let's go to data. Under data tools, we do remove duplicates. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
But this remove duplicates might actually, sorry. All right. As we have clicked on remove duplicates, we want to only remove duplicates on,
Name.
yes, name and student ID. I think student ID, we should also remove on student ID. We don't remove on gender, age, course, or score. Remember, my data has headers. We have to always acknowledge that. So let's click OK. So you can see that it has removed our duplicate for us, right?
Yes.
It will give you a pop-up. True, three duplicate values found and removed. 27 unique values remain. Note that count may include empty cells, spaces, etc. So our duplicate values have actually been removed. What I was showing you before is how to remove them manually, but it's also the same thing, but this one is actually faster. So Ctrl
Okay.
Z to bring back our duplicates. So I was saying we're going to move on to len function. Len counts the number of characters in a cell, including spaces. So for instance, you want to know the number of characters you have in Chioma Okafor. So we can say equal to len, then we'll click on this cell, then we'll click enter. So you can see that it's giving us 13. So Chioma Okafor has 13. Let's count it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The space is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's actually correct. So learn helps to check password length. It helps to validate ID number. So for instance, the ID number has to be a specific number. It's not like this one that increase like progressively, like is 001, 002. That's is this one self is also for self. Or but if it gets to 100 now, or maybe something like 1,000, it will be more than 4 characters, right? So but whereby is all those complicated ID that is something like this, DF67, that you know that it's compulsory that it has to be 6. So maybe in your data you want to make sure that, oh, everybody their ID is correct. You can just use len function and say, okay, you want to check whether this particular ID is correct. You do equal to len, sorry, equals to len, then click on the text you're trying to count and click enter, and it gives you the correct answer. So that's it about len. So next we'll move on to find two. Find helps us to quickly locate specific words, numbers, or text in a worksheet. So for instance, you want to look for, you have a data set that is up to 10,000 rows. You cannot come and be scrolling now and be looking for one particular thing or one particular state or something like that, just what you're looking for. But if you use the find tool, it helps you to easily identify what you're looking for rather than just scrolling aimlessly. If it's one tutor I worked with, you tell me it's mechanic work that you are doing. You understand? You cannot be doing mechanic work when there are shortcuts for you to do the work. So to to do that, you just have to do Control F, and Control F is the shortcut to get you to find. So when you click on Control F, let's say we want to look for who should you look for now? You can give me one person we want to look for. A name.
Janet.
Okay, let's look for Janet. Janet. Okay. Enter. See, it has taken us to Janet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um so maybe you now say, oh, maybe one of the students, Janet, is like, oh, Janet is not my name. Oh, my name is Janelle, not Janet. It's not T, it's L. Now say,
Okay.
okay, no problem, we're going to change it. So you now replace Janet with Janelle. Replace. Are you saying it?
Yes.
So it has replaced. Or let's say, for instance, this is part of the reason I left that duplicate value. Let's say, for instance, Musa, it was a mistake from the person that imputed the value. Not like, no, Esther Musa is not coming two times. It's Esther Mustafa. Sha? Let me not say nonsense. Or let us replace the Musa with something else. Musa, sorry, replace with Mustafa. I got it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I didn't find this Musa first. Find though. So which one are we working with?
The second
So
one.
let's see. Second one. Uh-huh. So is this one we're replacing, right?
Yes.
So let's replace it. So you can see that it's now replaced. So this one
Yeah.
itself is no longer a duplicate value. And since we have changed here, we have to also change the number, but we'll just leave it as this. You can also do the same thing for Henry Adams. If you are looking for it within the cell, when we find it, we replace. So that's it for find. So this, apart from Control F, under your home ribbon, you can see find and select over here. So you can
Yes.
use it to find. It's still the same thing. It will still bring you, but Control F is very fast. It's something that you can use easily. So this is where we'll be stopping for now for today. Um I'll just give a rundown of what I've spoken of. Spoke on sorting. Sorting help us to arrange data in order. Duplicate help us to identify repeated values. And learn help us to count characters in text. Find help us to locate data quickly. And replace help us to change the values of that data automatically. So that's basically it for sorting, duplicate, learn, find, and replace. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask?
No, I don't have any question. Everything is very explanatory. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Hopefully, by the next class, I'll be using my own system. I'm not using my system today, so bit of an issue for me. Are you the only one in the class?
Some of them joined, some logged out. I think
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I saw some persons that joined, but some logged out. And I checked my DM. They said some of them is having network issue or rain. So I feel I want to let you know that Ola, I want to let you know that
I'm
your
with you.
active yeah, your active participation matters a lot. You know, we are five. Yes, we are five in group, but only few is attending class, and others feel like I will watch on YouTube or watch on YouTube or watch on YouTube. Some keep giving excuses. Please do not let this class like do not feel that the class is being uh, you are the only one receiving the class. No, because you are receiving the class, you are gaining more knowledge and you are interacting with what the instructor. It will help you a lot. Okay, so as soon as those people decide to come to class, then uh, everything will be like I will open the link to watch the recorded class. I will still share the recorded classes for you if you are interested though. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
But I also feel like the recording didn't even start from the beginning, so they also missed some things.
yes, they missed some things. I did not start recording because I was having network issue though, but it started from somewhere like from duplicates. So okay. Also, thank you, instructor Azomta. Okay. So uh, let me let me see what I can do. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let's move on to what if analysis. So I would just want to take a what if analysis, and I guess the class is very short. So let me just take a just one topic, what if analysis. So I will share my screen now. Okay,
Okay.
I will share my screen now. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, now I'm going to take a topic called what if analysis. So in Excel is mainly based on what uh, statistical experiment. So it's just like calculating prices, also looking for scenarios and all. Now in Excel dashboard or in Excel tools, we have what we call the what if analysis. When you come to this tags bar or the header bar, this is the header bar. Abi? Oh yes, this is the header bar. So now when you come to data, you see the what if analysis. Under the what if analysis, we have what scenario manager. Scenario manager tell you certain scenarios that will occur. Okay, certain scenarios that will occur. Why go seek? As the name imply, you are seeking for what? A particular goal. Now for example, uh your manager wants a target or specific range. So you use the word the goal seek to what? Look for the future outcome. It's like predicting the future outcome, what the goal will be. So you are seeking for the goal, okay, as the name implies. Now we also have what we call data table. So this is a data table. This is a sample of what a data table. Now this data table give you the future occurrence, the future uh, prediction of a certain price per unit. Okay, future occurrence for specific price or specific price. Now, first of all, let's look at on what the scenario manager. Now, scenario manager. Okay, when we want to start the scenario manager, and this is how the scenario manager works. Okay, now I'm coming. Let's see the scenario. I'm coming. Let's use this empty. Okay, this empty uh, data. Now, under this what if analysis, we have what uh, we have the price per unit, the unit sold. Okay, we have the total sales and the profit margin and the profit itself. Now, price, for example, we have what the price of $30. Then we have a unit. So a unit is like what they sold in that particular company. Let's say $2, $200, 200 units. Okay,
Yes.
200 units. Now, so I saw a question. Was this a generated data? Yes, that is what I want to teach you under the what if analysis. Okay, you are just joining, and please watch the you are just joining, I will provide you the recorded video. Okay, if you are interested, you chat me up. Okay, so let me continue. Now we have what the units of $20. So let me not so I want to explain how I got. Okay, this is just a formatting. Please don't be confused. This is just formatting. Then I had a border color. Okay, this is just a formatting, and I added a border color on the header. Don't be confused about the header. Now, our total sales. Our total sales. Now, how are we going to get the total sales, Ola? Do you know how we're going to get the data total data sales, Ola?
Wait, I'm coming. I'm with you. I'm with you. The total sales per unit is 30, and unit sold is 200. Then the total
Yes.
sales we will multiply.
Okay, multiply. Okay, good. Now we are going to multiply the cell times a cell times what? The unit. Now will give us what? Our total sale of 6,000 naira. Now our margin, let's talk about margin. Let's give it what? Percentage. Margin is like percentage. A percentage, what will be the outcome of what? 25 percentage. Now let's give it percentage of what? 25. Now how did we get the percentage? You come to your home, you can what? Add the percentage in in this uh this area here. You can add the percentage. Okay, now let's see how can we get the profit. How can we get the profit? Ola, can you tell me how we can get the profit?
Take it back to your screen.
Okay, this is my screen. How can we get the profit?
Okay, the profit margin. That shows you have to 25 over 100 times total sales.
Okay, good. We are going to get it like this times what? The percentage. Now this is our profit. At the end of everything, we are going to get a profit of 1.5. Now in GoSeek, now let's look at GoSeek under our data what if analysis. Then okay, now let's see scenarios. Let's see what scenarios. So let me delete. Now scenario, we are going to add future what target, future what target. Now let's add let's use this cell. So we are going to base on what the unit. We are going to base on units, okay? Now we are going to base on units, and I'm coming. So we are going to base on units. So now we are going to add future names, okay? Name, let's say 100, let's say 100. Then we had 100. Now we had again when is 200 unit, or when is 200 we had. Now when is 300, 300 we had 300. So when is 400, 400 we had 400. So it's just like adding future what, or future units or occurrence. Like you want to get the profit when is what, 400, when is 300, when is 200. So that is how you can use the scenario manager to get the profit of that unit. So now let's see, when is 100, what is our profit? You see, when is 100 is 750, right? Did you see it? Automatically it changed. Did you see when I clicked it? Hola?
Sorry, please just take it back a little bit. I want to see.
Yeah, did you see when I click it changed to 750?
Yes.
Now when I click 200, you see the current price 15.
1.5. Yes.
When I click
300.
300, you
You
see
have 2,250.
2250. When I click 400, you see
You have
3000 naira.
3,000.
When I click 500, you see that when the unit is what sold 500, it will give you a profit margin of 3750.
3,750.
Now, this is how, for example, you can what calculate your sales and also predict your future sales. Okay,
Yes.
it can ease you to what make prediction. That is why it's called future what if analysis. So Ghost time, can you hear me? Are you following? Hello, Ghost time.
Following.
So do you know how we got those scenarios,
Yeah,
how we
yeah,
got?
through the after I went through this what if
Yeah,
analysis.
yes, and I added future prediction. First of all, I have to get what table. I have to get table and get the price, get the unit sold, calculate for the total, calculate for the margin, and calculate for the profit. Now I click the sales of the unit because we are focusing on what the unit. Now under this margin, it deal on what percentage, and other here deal on what addition of what the price, multiplication of what the price per unit and the unit sold. Now we have what the profit. The profit is based on this total sales times what the profit margin. Now this is how we use what the scenario manager. Now let's move to the next one, the goal seek. Now what comes to your, just as I explained earlier, goal seek. We are seeking for goals. Now we don't want to pass through that process of what adding unit to check for the future sales. We want a table for a future sale. We want a table. We can just use the what the goal seek. We go seek to what get the what future sale. So the goal seek is almost similar to what the the scenario manager. So now let's go back to this. Now under these scenarios that I've created, I can get a summary of of what I've done so far. Look at the summary. Automatically, I will generate a summary. Now this is a summary of what I've done. When is T500 is 750, 3,750, when is 100 is 750, and also this is the what the table. So for example, your manager wants the future sales, or he wants you to generate what will be their outcome for their future sales in the company. You can just generate this table of the future sales. Okay, so this is a way you can create a summary. You can print it out. Okay, so this is what we have done so far. So let's move on to okay, now let's move on to go seek. Now let's come to go seek. We are going to make use of what our we are going to make use of profits. Now we are going to say equal to, then we click what, the cell. We click the cell, enter. Now please, let's go back to this data here. Now I added all this. It's just like me. Okay, now let me start from the beginning. How I got to 900. Now I just added 100 here. Now auto 200. Then I auto fill it. Okay. Now this is how I got here, and I auto fill it. Now this is how I got all the values. I generated it by myself. So don't be confused when you see those data like this. So I generated this data like this. Now, so let's look for our go seek. Now our go seek, we are going to what, since we have already gotten what, our profit, so we are going to highlight it. Then we are going to click on what, the go seek. Now under this go seek, what do we want to change? Now we are going to what, change. Okay, we are going to change, we're going to make use of what, this cell. We are going to make use of this cell. Sorry. What is happening? Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry, I made mistake. So we are going to make use of this cell. That is a column. No. It's not what I want. I'm going to make use of this cell. This cell. Now automatically it gave us what, all the profit of each was scenarios. Now all the profits for each was scenarios. So that is how you can what, get the profit of what, each scenarios. Now, so we have what, work on the what if analysis. Then we have gotten what, how to get the profit manage, the profits. Okay, now let's see how we can get each percentage. I don't know if you are following. Are you guys with me, or am I
Yes,
speaking?
we are
So
with you.
now I believe you understand how I got this data of profit.
Yes.
So let me restart again. Let me restart it again, so that you will not be confused. So I selected the profit here. This is how I got the profit. Then I generated these numbers. There's the units. I generated units. Okay, this is unit. So I generated. So I highlighted it and go to what data table, and I click the column cell. When I click the column cell, automatically is the unit. So the column, now we remember column is like this, the column is like this while the row is like this. So I click the column cell. So I click the input because we are dealing with what column. So I click on what input. Automatically it gave us what all the profits from what 100 to 1000. So this is like getting the future prediction. Now let's come to this data table. So this data table, now for us to get every data every data of the profit and the profit and the unit. So we are still going to click on what the cells. We are going to click on row and what column. I click here only the column because we are dealing on what column. We are not dealing on row, so we are dealing on what column. So I click only the word column, but when we are dealing with what percentage and the units, now we are going to what make use of what the row and what column. Now the row will be our percentage, and now the column will be our what our unit. So now let me feed this future prediction table. So now let's see. I'm going to select the profit here, the profits of this our analysis. When I highlight the table, I'm going to select the data table, and I will click 25 on the row, and the column I will click the unit. Automatically everything will be filled. Now did you see everything was filled? It gave us the statistics of when is 100, the percentage will be this percentage of 25.
Can you able to come again from that profit aspect? How you got that profit to that place?
I'm not hearing you.
So please, can you repeat that aspect? How you got that profit of three down from in that
Okay,
column? Just from
okay,
there. I will look at it. I have a lot of
okay, okay. Now I'll go back again. I will go back again. Look at this data. Remember, we have, see, I want to explain it in detail for you because this is the most important part in data analysis and in when you are working with data, when you are working with large data. This is the more important part. So take note of it. Now, remember, we want to calculate for what if analysis. We are dealing on what prediction. We are asking of what if a specific day, what will be the outcome of what is specific day, or what will be the result of what is specific day. Now, for example, your present, we are making use of what our present. Let's say today we have a price unit of what 30, and and we sold uh 500 units. Okay, 500 units. Now we calculated for what uh for the sales. Now after we calculated for the sales, we calculated for the profit margin, which is the percentage. Then we got our profit. Now we are going to what use that calculation of what we have done today to predict what our future. We are going to use what we have done today to get what our future, which I use was this single data, or this single data. Like I selected only the column because we want to make use of what only the units and what the profit. Now we are making use of what the percentage, and what we are making use of what the unit and the profit. Now look at it. So now for me to get these three things, I have to what? Generate this table. Now let me show you how I generated this table. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Okay, so that you will not be confused. Now I imputed 100. I imputed 100, 200. I highlighted everything and I drag it down. So I have got what I want to get. Now I selected the existing profits, which is this. I press enter. Now to get my profits, to get my percentage, I use 25, then 25, then I use 30, let's say 30. Now I use 30. So I highlighted both of them and I drag. So automatically I have gotten up to 60. When I drag, I can get up to what I want to get. So this is the data I want to use. Okay. Now I want to fill all this data up towards 65. So I have to highlight it. I highlight everything. I have highlighted everything, the particular what area I need. So I will go to what our data table. Then as I selected what the role, which one is the role? Now the role, we are making use of what? The percentage, because the percentage is the role. Look at it, is the role. It's based on row and column. Look at it, is the role. And the profit what? The unit what? Is the column. The unit is what? The column. Now we have units of 100, 200, 300. So we make use of what? The units. Now look at it, the data table. Now we are going to what? We are going to select 25. Then we are going to select the units and we press enter. Automatically everything will be filled up. So are you satisfied with how we got everything? Hello?
Yes.
So you understand how we got it, pa?
Yes.
So now, so far, so if you understand, tell me what I have explained.
Okay. After creating your table, now we look at,
Okay,
we can now bring the unit and the percentage together, and we know that the percentage is on row and the unit is on column. So you go to your data table, you go to your table, that table, create table. So inside it, inside it, you make the row to be your margin, your percentage, and you make the column to be your unit. Then once you click enter, the table will be filled with the data.
okay, okay. So is that all?
Yes, that's what we performed.
Okay, good, good, good. Uh, okay. I love the way you explain it, and now you explain it in detail. I want you to always practice what we have learned. Practice on what we have what learned. Now, if we have uh, learned a lot of, let's say if we have learned a lot, go back, make a summary of what we have learned, summarize it, watch the video. So now let's come back to what our goal seek. Now, can you explain what is goal seek for us? What do you understand by goal seek? so that I can explain again and show you example.
Okay. I think in that was if you have the scenario, you have the goal seek and the data table. The goal seek is to predict the future outcome.
Yes. Okay. To predict the future outcome. Now, good. It's still the same. They are similar. They are similar, but they have different functions. They have different functions, but they are almost the same. Now look at this data table. Uh Ola, focus on this data table.
I'm with you.
Focus on this data table and see
Okay.
what I'm going to do. I click on what the go seek. Now I set what a cell. I set what a cell, which is what E12. Did you see it? E12. Okay. Now E12, I want to check what will be my future, like what will be okay, how many units will I sell to get what? Let's say 12 million. 12 million, okay. What will I sell to get the unit of what? 12 million. Or how many units can give me 12 million? Do you understand what I'm explaining?
Yes, I understand
If
you.
you understand, okay, tell me what I have explained so far, what you understand. Tell me so that if you are correct, then I will go further.
Okay. In goal seek, we said is to predict the future outcome, and
Mm.
after entering it, we set ourselves to be the margin, to be the profit, and also
Yes,
the value is to is like if you want to we have 10 million, you can put 10 million, then how many percentage and how many units of the product will it take us to sell to get
to get
the
profit
actual
of, yes, to get the
the
profit of what?
total
12 million.
12 million, yes.
Now, we are looking for a profit of what? 12 million. Now, how many units can give us what? A profit of what? 12 million. Now, we are going to what? Change the cell. Which cell are we going to change? We are going to change what? The unit sold, which is this. Please pay attention. When I click it, you see the results. Okay? So tell me, did you see did you see the outcome?
Yes,
And now, what was our target? 12 million target, right?
yes.
Did you see? This is our 12 million target. Now, oh, I
Uh-huh.
have to expand this. Okay, let me expand this and go back again. Now, we need 12 million. So, so this is 12 million, but now we want to change the unit. Okay, now look at it. You see how it's calculating it?
Yes,
Is giving you the future prediction, is calculating it, unlike you calculating it with your own head. So the system is built to predict what the future. Now we need to sell what? 1.6 million units to get 12 million profit. Do you understand?
yes,
So this is how it works. Okay, try to practice with other datas. Okay,
yes.
and you see your results. So far so good. Ever since you begin this training, Ola,
I'm with you.
ever since you begin this training, how did you feel? How did you feel paying for the course to learn from us?
The knowledge is never erased because I've learned a lot starting from our very first course and also from the function down to today. Even I think he gave us an assignment on the grading system.
So,
Are we together?
okay, yes, yes, I understand. Are we that? I want to ask you another question. Are we that type who will just like tell you that the price is 12,000 and we still asking you to pay more?
I like a question. I don't get the question.
Okay, did you see the community as a community that will ask you to pay for registration and still ask you for more?
Yes, because the knowledge is valuable.
No. When we tell you a specific amount, that is our specific amount. And I see no reason why people are not taking the class serious. It's discouraging. It's
Ah,
discouraging.
because I believe that since they have paid for it, they should find out time to attend because no knowledge is waste. Majority of them may think maybe after the lecture they can sit on YouTube and practice with it. But discussion like this is always important so that we can gain from each other.
Yeah. Yes. And the thing is that is it that I made the video available to them, they feel reluctant, or should I stop streaming these classes?
No, I won't say you should stop streaming it. Do the recording, don't stop the recording, do the recording, and anybody that want to have access to it, let them come into your inbox. Then let them share their view. Why are they not online? Why they don't attend the lectures? Then with that, I think we can come to a reasonable
Okay,
conclusion or something.
no problem. Have a nice day. I want you to go back and make sure you go through it, practice more, and we'll see again. Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a nice day. Bye.
And you too. Bye.